Video I'm going to discuss HSSC NSW, that is the Australian Trade HSSC exam pack 2019. So I will discuss in this question only the MCQ one. I will start from the MCQs. So here is the MCQ one. A projectile is launched by a cannon as shown. Here is the cannon. A projectile that is launched by the cannon. What is projectile? Projectile is something that is moving under the influence of gravity. Something that is moving under the influence of gravity. The only force that is acting on the projectile is the gravity. So we have launched this, and it will go in this direction. It will have the maximum height. Then it returns ground, and it will hit the target ultimately. So the questions examiner asks us the question, which arrow represent the velocity projectile at its maximum height. So here is the maximum height. So what is the component of velocity at the maximum height? So as we know that the velocity has two components. Velocity has y component as well as the x component. At any point the velocity has two components, x component and the y component. As it moves up, its x component remains same. There is no change in the x component, but y component decreases. X component remains same, but y component declines throughout the motion. Ultimately, when it reaches the maximum height, its y component becomes 0, because y component is decreasing. Why it is decreasing? Because due to the gravity acts on the downward, so that's why the y component is decreased throughout the motion. So ultimately, when it reaches the maximum height, its y component becomes 0. The velocity has only x component at the highest point. So it means we have this option D. Is option the correct one. All other options shows incorrect options, so D is the correct one. Okay, now one more thing, why is x component remains same throughout the motion? Because as we know that only the force of gravity is acting in this projectile, so it means only y component is influenced by this gravity. So it means when the body is moving upward, its velocity reduces due to its y component, decline in y component, but x component does not changes throughout the motion. That's why. And until when it goes down again, its y component again increases throughout the motion, but there is no change in the x component. So it means y component increases, and before hitting the ground, it has its y component maximum. So it means so our option is this one. At the highest point is it has only x component, so option D is correct one. Okay, thank you.